none. She leads only Karen Handel among Republicans, and that is a bare lead of about a point. But she trails all the other Republican candidates by a point or two. It's very close with all of them. Have I said that? Have I expressed that properly? And the polls also show her losing, however, to David Perdue, the outsider in the race, the true outsider.
Well, I think it's scrambled, right? I think Oreed and Alexis are right. Both sides are trying to define themselves in this time period. Let's look at some polls in a few weeks and see how it shakes out.
Well, if David Perdue continues the pace of his television buys, I think he's pretty much in a runoff.
No, let's talk
and Jack Kingston's got some new ones.
Let's talk about David Perdue's stupid remark the other day against candidate Karen Handel.
Well, let's say something positive about Handel first.
Well, I think that's going to hurt this momentum that he had with these TV buys. Just for listeners who may be tuning in on this, what happened was Karen Handel has a high school education, and David Perdue mocked that. And I looked up some census statistics, and I think 72% of all Georgians just have a high school education, and so he's having to backtrack, and I think that's hurting
he said the world is way too complex for someone who's basically just got a high school education. And the fact is that Karen Handel did go to the University of Maryland. I'm going to defend her on that.
She did take some college courses.
She didn't finish, but she was working. She was leaving.
Well, it was a bad remark, and he's being rightly chastised.
And the timing was pretty good, Oreed, for Karen Handel, because the David Perdue remark comes out, and then here's Handel with Sarah Palin in South Fulton County receiving her endorsement. And Sarah Palin could attack David Perdue.
Yeah, I don't think this was any accident, considering the comment came back in January. But Sarah Palin is at the top of her game, and for Karen to have her support, this is really an opportunity for Karen to capitalize right now. She hasn't had the same amount of money and not polling as well as the other candidates, but she's performing very well in all the debates that they've been having around the state. And look, Palin right now has a new show coming out. She was just on the Tonight Show. People are focused on her. They're interested in what she's saying and the candidates she's supporting. And so I think we may see some movement now in Karen's numbers.
And Karen Handel, she also said she got $100,000 after that comment came out and after Sarah Palin's endorsement.
Well, she's going to need more than that to run an effective TV.
That is true.
That is good.
True,
and she was up on radio immediately with Palin.
Well, also take a look real quick at Jack Kingston's new ad, who's also in the GOP primary. Congressman Kingston, he's got a great ad. I hope it runs during this segment of the Georgia Gang. It's a phone call from Barack Obama.
Saying we don't need you in the Senate?
That's right.
Yeah, that's another one that doesn't make any sense.
My old friend Grover Norquist came